Hey guys, Nikki here, and today I'm going to show you a quick workout that you can do using stability ball exercises. Stay tuned. All right, so let's get into it. So I've got a 65 centimeter stability ball, but really whatever you have on hand will probably work just fine for what we're doing today. So the nice thing about using the stability ball is that it just adds some core and stability challenge. So it's just a really nice prop for really waking up those stabilizers and then challenging your core, your glutes, your arms. So let's just get into it. I know I said it's a core workout, but frankly, everything uses your core. So we'll focus some on glutes and arms too, just with the idea of keeping that core stability. Back, knees bent, feet flat, with both feet on the ball to get started. Push your arms into the ground and just feel how when you do that, you can kind of open up the front of your shoulders or your collarbones. And I just want you to start by pushing your feet into the ball and hovering your hips just a quarter inch off and noticing when you pause there, you should feel some glutes and hamstrings. Maybe a hair of calf, but mostly glutes. And then let your hips come down. And just try that a few times, hovering the hips off, feeling your core engage, and then lowering down. We'll go 2 more. I'm keeping pretty neutral or a small low back curve as I do this, but if you feel like this goes into your low back, you can tuck a little bit, pressing your back to the ground, doing the exact same thing. It's just a little bit more core, so it's not for the sake of stability, so it's not as functional, but you'll get more of your abdominals engaging to help you create that lift. That's the difference between the tuck and the neutral. So let's go 1 more here, hover a little bit off. Stay here, and I just want you to think about pushing down into one leg, let's say your right foot, to almost unweight your left heel, and notice how now your right leg should become more toned or more active. Put the left heel down. Let's try the other side. Push into the left foot. Soft breath in. Exhale, lift your right heel, a hair off, and bring it down, feeling the tone in the left leg. Alternating sides, lifting one heel, trying to keep hips level, and bringing it down. 1 more time, lifting and lowering, and then let your hips roll down. As gentle as that was, and you should feel like you've got some hamstrings. So feet are gonna go on the ball, hands are gonna come down by your sides. We're gonna do some bridging here. This is not quite as easy as it sounds, so if you need to bridge with your feet on the ground, no ball, no problem. You're gonna take a breath in here. Exhale, tuck your pelvis under, and now this time push down into the ball. Feel how your glutes are active to roll your hips up towards the ceiling. So you should feel hamstrings, but you should also have glutes. It is not just a hamstring exercise. Breath in, and then exhale, rolling your spine down. So this should start to feel a little trickier. Breath in, exhale, tuck the pelvis under, roll your hips up. Pausing at the top, breath in, and then exhale, slowly rolling your spine down. Good. Let's add on to this one. Breath in. Exhale, rolling up. Now, if this is hard enough, dude, just stay here. No problem. If you're doing okay, let's add on. Inhale, push the ball away. Exhale, pull it in, keeping the hips up and level. Inhale, send it away. So now you should definitely have glutes. Bringing it in. 2 more times. Core should be a little bit engaged to support your back. Once more. Good. Pull it in, breath in, exhale, tuck under, roll your spine down, bone by bone, and let it rest. All right, just for fun, test your coordination. Put the ball to the inside of your feet, pick it up, bend it in, grab it with your hands. Hopefully you felt semi-coordinated doing that. I was almost not sure that one was gonna work. Reach your legs out. Now you can always just roll up to seated, but because we can. Let's get a little fancy in our transition. Reach the ball overhead, sink your ribs to the ground, take a breath in. Exhale, take the arms up, gently tuck your chin, bend your knees as much as you need to roll yourself up, sitting tall. All right, from here, a little bit more work for the hips, but this time more on the sides. So you're gonna bring yourself over the side of your ball. Forearm will grab on it. And then take a moment just to square off your hips as best as you can. Neck is long. So we're in a pretty elongated position for some side leg work, which I really like. That's kind of one of my favorite things to do with the stability ball. So I want you to send energy through your leg. And all I want you to do first is just lift the leg up and hold, and check that your knee is facing forward, not down. You can turn the leg a little out as needed, and you should feel some work in the side of your hip, but not your back. And then you're gonna lower down and lift it up. Good. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. As you do this, be aware that you still have some core engagement going on. You're wide in the collarbones. Good job. Hips are level-ish at least. One more time. Take it up, hold. And now let's try some circles just for fun. Energy through the leg. Hips stay stable. Go the other way. Good. Hold. One more thing. Try bending the knee in. This one's tricky. And sending it out. You'll even notice I've got a little wobble. So you're trying to minimize shifting and the hips are on the ball. Just isolating in the legs. It actually takes a fair amount of core to hold yourself stable. Good work. Once more. Send it out. Hold it. And let it go. From here, just reach the leg out, come on down, take one nice easy stretch over the ball. This part should just feel nice. Tucking the pelvis under, really create that reach through your arm and your leg. And bring yourself on up. Let's try the other side. So you can either spin around or put the ball to the other side of your mat. Reach one leg out, come over the ball. Again, just take a moment to kind of set up your forearm alongside of it and find a place where you feel stable. So hips are square, foot is roughly in line with your sit bone, not kicked forward. And when you're ready, you're just going to inhale, take the leg up, exhale, take it down. And if you're like me and you're a little weak in your rotators, you'll tend to want to let your knee face the floor. Try to avoid that. Think knee faces straight forward, so a little turn out of the leg is needed. Good, I am definitely on my weaker hip. And some of you will notice that your bottom leg is actually quite awake now because you can't use one hip without really kind of working the other. Good, hold it up. Wait here, do some small circles. Easy shoulders. Pause, try going the other way. Hold, and now bend the knee in and send it out. And again, I am trying to avoid tucking and arching. So think neutral pelvis, long spine, just isolating, moving through the leg. Core is quite engaged here. Great. 2 more. Nice. Last one like that. Send it out. Hold it up. Put your foot down. From here, put your bottom hand down. Reach your top arm up overhead. Enjoy that stretch through that whole side of your body. And come on. All right, so from here, I'm going to have you back up a little bit more than you think you need to. Just because this one's kind of a coffee table mover and that you'll probably have to move your coffee table, your dog, your cat to have the space to do this exercise. So what's going to happen is you're going to come onto the ball, you're going to roll yourself out, and now you're going to find a plank position. Now here's the thing. So if you're back here in this plank, it's not so bad. It's actually a nice place to start practicing finding a plank position. But if you're pretty strong, the further out you walk, you can go all the way to shins, the harder it's going to be. So once you've kind of found a challenge point, I want you to be mindful here of what is happening in your shoulders. So I want you to gently pull your elbows in, widen through your collarbones, and lengthen out through your neck, draw up through your abdominals. And you might find just from waiting here that this is work, hopefully. Now, if you want to add on, just for fun, you may or may not walk your hands back to decrease the challenge. Try a push-up with your plank. So you're going to lower down, chest stays wide, and come back up. And again, it's not easy, but it's easier than a normal push-up, if that makes sense. So one on your toes on the ground is going to be a little nastier. This one's a hair more forgiving, a hair more. And again, if you're like, there is no way that is happening, I want you to walk back. Here's another choice. Same exercise, but less load. It's going to be a little bit easier to do your push-up from back here. Let's go for 2 more. I always forget how hard these are. Good. Last one like that. Neck is long. I just caught myself craning my neck. Hold. And then walk your hands back. All right, so from here, keep your abdominals kind of on the ball. And by abdominals, actually, maybe a little bit more pelvis, something in between those two. So you're going to have your hands on the ground. Your neck is long, your legs are going to reach out, and we're going to do a little bit more glutes here. So again, before you lift your legs, I want you to soften through your shoulders, widen your collarbones, rotate your arms in towards one another so you find a little bit of external rotation in the shoulder. And then from here, inhale, reach one leg up and out, long through that leg, feel your hamstring and glute, and then lower down, and then try the other side. This is a good time before we go into the challenge to just notice, A, are you more stable on one leg? And B, how is your muscle timing here? So you should feel your glute fire first, your hamstring fire second. But if you feel all hamstring, you're just noticing that glute's a little bit delayed. So if that's you, really reach the leg away to lift it up, and that should help you engage a little bit more glutes. Let's go one more time. So of course, if that's challenging, stay right where you are, stay with that exercise. If you're doing okay, a little bit more challenge this time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Now what I like about having the ball here is you can really keep a little bit of a pelvic tuck or pubic bone towards the ball to create some support and space in the low back. Let's go 2 more. Lifting up and coming down. This time, take it up and hold. Keep the knee straight. Try a little bit of swimming. Just kick, kick, kick. Finding glutes, keeping your core engaged. 3, 2, and 1. Hold. Slide your ball out in front of you. Roll on out. Just get a little bit of length through your back in a modified child's pose. You can rock side to side. Hold. And then roll on up. And you're done. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, I'd invite you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I put out new workouts and movement tips every week. Take care.